Donna just had a very bad day in court as the verdict was read. Here you go, SOP 46.
We, the jury, find as follows as to count one of the indictment, first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Mrs. Adelson, control yourself. Count two. We, the jury, find as follows as to count two of the indictment. Conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Count three. We, the jury, find as follows as to count three of the indictment. Solicitation to commit first-degree murder. The defendant is guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder.
She's wailing and bending over
And it is
crying.
signed and dated by the foreperson. One moment. Members of the jury, the bailiff will escort you to the jury room.
All right, Dave, guilty on all counts. Donna Adelson goes down. Are you surprised?
No. Megyn, this was an easy one for those of us who filed the case, and the jury got it right in 3.5 hours, which is about the same amount of time they took to convict Charlie, the victim's brother-in-law. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Both of them were so cocky. They thought they can get away with murder, and now they're both in prison for life. Next, you would think, would be Wendy, the ex-wife. You would. If I were Wendy, I would not be buying green bananas right now. You never know when Bebe Rebozo and Richard Nixon line, for those who are too young to realize that one. Wendy there's been a lot of focus on her, but it looks like the family tried to keep her out of it, but there is evidence against her. In fact, the prosecution tipped their hand and made this case a bit about Wendy. They showed evidence we didn't know before. Like, for example, did you know that Donna, the now convicted mother-in-law, she had Danny, the victim's make, model of his car, and his license plate in her day planner from the year 2014, which was 2 years after the divorce. Why would the ex-mother-in-law have Danny's license plate in her day planner? And who would give that license plate information to her? Remember, the killers followed Danny from the gym, tailed his car, and then went up to him when he arrived home and shot him in the head. I knew Danny. He was a great guy. No one deserves his fate. But when you know how Danny loved his kids so much, it just compounds the tragedy.